We're back to Ezra and his electric guitar. Ezra, go for it.
Cool, thank you. Wow, this is awesome. What a treat to be able to share music and learn and hear everybody else's questions and thoughts, and yeah, it's really cool. Thank you. So I think this next one is one that is still kind of in the works. It hasn't been recorded or really played for anyone outside of my family. So I'm hoping, if my wife is still here, that she'll help me out. She'll be right back. Okay, cool, thank you. So I guess I have to kill some time until she gets here. Yeah. Here she is, all right. Give it up for Emilia. She's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Emilia. So that one is still unnamed. And like I said before, I think I mentioned that a lot of my creative process comes through exploration. And this one is definitely the case. That's very true for this piece. And yeah, let's see what to say about it. This one was all about space for me and like creating space and just kind of leaning into a feeling. And that's all I'll say for now. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them.
Well,
Yeah.
I just love the vocal.
Yeah.
It's really just it's great. I mean, it
Thank
just
you.
was so under, but it wasn't like, really pushing it, but it was
Right.
just so powerful. Just that little bit of voice.
Cool.
It sounded great.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this was funny. Like that kind of just happened. Another part of the creative process for me is technology and looping and that sort of thing is really helpful for me to just kind of practice, but then also just kind of flesh out ideas and play around. And this is one of those instances where I was just kind of noodling around on the guitar as I often do, and had my looper, and I kind of found myself playing that chord progression and really liked it, and so I looped it and was kind of playing around on top of it. And that's something that I do often in my spare time. And I tend to kind of go crazy and noodle around, and just because it's fun. But I felt like it wasn't really. I wasn't really intentionally trying to write a song. I was just kind of playing the guitar. But then all of a sudden, I just felt like I wanted to kind of do something a little lower, register-wise, and really simple to just kind of fit with the chords in a nice way. And I started playing that and just instantly felt like I wanted to sing it also. And I tried singing it, but I spared you all that. So thank you to Emilia for helping everybody enjoy it more. But yeah, that sort of thing doesn't usually happen for me. So that's one reason why I kind of wanted to share this, because it's kind of a new thing, and I enjoy it.
Any other questions? Well, my question is, I'm a guitar player, as I think most of you know, and my jazz chords come out of the Mickey Baker Jazz Guitar Book.
Okay.
Those chords came from somewhere else. Where'd they come from?
That's a good question. Where did those chords come from?
Are they self-discovery, or are they chords you've used before?
Let's see. A bit of both. I like how to say it. A lot of just exploration, like I said before, just kind of playing around and finding tonalities that just resonate with me. Most of them were just straight up seventh chords, like they weren't very complex or out there, but maybe, I don't know. Yeah, exploration.
It seems like you're paying attention to the voice thing a lot. And,
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
creating maybe the same, playing things in different way, a certain chord, but in a different way throughout the piece to maybe bring a different harmony
Right.
to it.
Yeah. Not so much intentionally, it just kind of happened.
I have a question about your collaborating.
Yeah.
Is that, and maybe it's more of a question for you, Emilia, but were you just singing along, or was that like no, I mean, I guess this is a music creators forum, so I'm comfortable asking you, but like, were you just like, I want to do this, or were you like, hey, do you want to sing on this, or how do you guys kind of work together?
I very much asked her to join.
Okay.
And it took a bit of convincing.
Cool.
But I'll let you want to say.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I was just curious.
I really wanted the singing, and I felt like it wouldn't have sounded good if I had done it. So,
I like your singing.
Well, her voice adds a lullaby quality to it, which is
and I love
really sweet.
Emilia's voice also. So.
David?
It seemed to me a little bit of like floating in the air,
Yeah.
like a cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I like that.
Amelia.
Thank you.
And the rest too, but.
Anybody else? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for those of us who are not musicians, could you explain what you mean by looping and what you were
Sure,
doing?
yeah. So looping is the act of recording a little fragment, and it loops, it plays itself over and over again until you stop it. So, I mean, what I did is I just played chord progression. So, and then you can. So that's very basic looping.
Okay, so it's like you're laying down your own tracks.
Exactly, and it just opens up a lot of possibilities if you're playing on your own to add layers. Like you can add many layers. You can add as many layers as you want. Like you could record all different lines and harmonies and that sort of thing.
Cool.
So yeah, it's a great tool for practicing, and I mean, a lot of people build their careers around it too, playing live that way. I'm not that proficient at it. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Just one more comment, because I can't resist, but I think a lot of that openness of you finding the hand position for whatever seventh chord you were loving at the top of the neck, and then working your way down, bringing it down each time. And you did that repeatedly in each of the sections of the song. And somehow or another to broaden that out and then to finally hear the open note of your last string of the guitar and that resonant openness really added that reverb of its own, just, you know, G string flapping in the breeze.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I do like that concept of, especially for ending, kind of coming back to just a very simple harmony, like almost no harmony, kind of brings it to a nice closure. So.
Another hand for Ethan,
We'll hear it.
go for it.
I will.
I'll give you time to tune. For those of you who don't realize what he's doing, he's using alternate tunings on the guitar that most guitarists don't use, but he's got a whole collection of them.
Yeah, this is pretty standard tuning, I think. Dad Fashad, as some call it, or open D. Dad Fashad being D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. So it's just a full major chord, which is a great way to. I remember when I first started learning guitar, I ended up in an open tuning, and I remember a friend of mine being like, "You can't do that. Like that's cheating." Which I did. I resist that because music for me is just, if it's music, it's you're there. If you're doing it, you're doing it, and that's accessibility. I think is really important. And the guitar, for a lot of people want to have their kid play guitar. It's just a brutal instrument to learn as a young kid because it's hard. It's physically hard. It's not like piano where you can just make sound right away. So an open chord is an awesome way to tune your guitar. So if you have young ones in your life that want to play guitar, tune it to open D. There are all kinds of melodies that can emerge. Well, I'm going to keep going with this thing about playing songs that I've never played before, if you can stand it. But most of what I do is write words and sing. And so I figured I would do a song where I sing. And this tune, I guess maybe it has the potential for maybe singing along if you like to do that. A couple of years ago in Nelson, I started hosting a coffee house, and the world of, if you're going to play somewhere, you got to have a song that people could sing along, became a reality for me. Anyway, which I love. So the song is called Violet Spring, but the line, you're not going to sing that part. You're going to sing, give love, although the dagger's in cold fingers and no one's listening. Okay, so it's give love, although the dagger's in cold fingers and no one's listening. And that's kind of how I feel about what's going on right now. I mean it. And yeah, of all the songs that I write, I write lots of songs, and most of them are horrible. And some of them are from a character, and some of them are from like an authentic place. And this is a song that I think is trying to be from an authentic place. And I guess you can be authentic from personas too, but anyway, I just give that. See if I can remember it. Oh, into the violet spring, carry the broken vase, knowing there's no mending that which is meant to break. You give love, oh give love, although the dagger's in cold fingers and no one's listening. Oh, you've heard the mothers wailing, that tearless maternal cry, how ne'er a drop of salt comes from those sleepless eyes. You give love, I'll give love, although the dagger's in cold fingers and no one's listening. Good job. Oh, into autumnal bliss, the freezing petal slips, knowing there's no ending to death and all he grips. You give love, I'll give love, although the dagger's in cold fingers and no one's listening. I'll give you another try. You give love, I'll give love, although the dagger's in cold fingers and no one's listening.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you channeling Bob Dylan?
Yeah, and I guess I did write that song at a time when I have my son. My youngest son is Amos, is his name. So we had bringing it all back home on the record player for like at least 6 months, and we would just sing, "Amos the tambourine man, bless." But that album has Gates of Eden on it. Anyway. Persona is a big part of what I do and the way that I get into writing something. Like if you do that with your voice, you end up writing something that's
Right.
a certain way. And so I tend to lean into that and then try and find my way back to my own voice eventually is the idea. And sometimes I put a little more Dylan nasal into it if I'm feeling it's inspired. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. That's but thanks for singing. Good job. Yeah.
Any more questions? How many of you felt the same thing I felt, the Dylan?
Oh, yeah. Right.
You had a question, Paul.
Well, so are you doing solo work a lot, or do you have a band as well?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Paul. Good question. So I have a band. It's called Party of the Sun, and Rory and I have been making music together since we were at Conval 20 years ago, and in various bands. But that band, Party of the Sun, is probably the most in kind with me doing like a solo thing. It's not a solo effort by any means. I should talk about it a little bit. Usually I write a song like that and then I'll share it with Rory, and Rory is an incredible multi-instrumentalist and producer, and we'll sort of say, okay, where does it go now? So that's mostly what I do, and write songs. I'm not really performing on my own as anything other than that. It's just, but that effort is definitely the most like closest to me playing on my own. Yeah.
So when is Party of the Sun coming to the Dub Hub?
Party of the Sun, right, is coming here. Not Mother's Day. The week after
third Saturday in May.
Thank you.
May 16th. So yeah, I could talk a little bit about that. We did just put out 2 new albums that all have words, and they're available wherever you listen to music. And that's acoustic, and then the Celtic drum Bowron, and then Rory plays electric guitar. So yeah, we'll be coming here, and we just put out some new music. So we're doing that. We just played some shows around down in Northampton and Brattleboro and around. So yeah, doing that and always working on new stuff.
I know they say that if you remember the 60s, you weren't there, but that's a joke. But if you remember anything of the 60s, the psychedelic music that came out of San Francisco, when I listen to their music, it takes me right back to San Francisco, 1966. So it's well, if you like Grateful Dead, especially if it's a kind of acoustic version of Grateful Dead, you'll love what they're doing. Absolutely.
Thanks, Volker. Yeah.
Will that show be indoors right here?
That show's going to be, I think, it'll be Rory and Garrett instead of Zach and Ezra.
Right.
And then everyone who performs before that.
Yeah, we do. It's an open mic, and they're the feature, so they'll do an hour set between the 2 open mic sets.
Yeah.
We have it's a coffee house and open mic, so we do it on the 3rd Saturday of every month, which also happens to be this coming Saturday. We're having
Yep,
one.
nice.
Dragonfly is our feature, and the feature gets an hour set.
And who's featuring next month? I forget right now.
Volker is featuring April.
Nice.
And we're having a special concert with Frank in April also,
Yeah.
April 11th, I believe, right? Frank, April 11th?
Hey, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
I didn't bring my calendar with me.
Fell asleep.
Oh, no.
Frank's performance is in the morning
Yes.
at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
But the coffee house and open mic is every 3rd Saturday of the month from 6 to 9. So we hope you come this Saturday, and for Party of the Sun,
Yeah.
and for Volker,
Yeah.
and everybody.
Any more comments or questions for Ethan? Let's go. Yeah.
I guess I'm curious where that comes from. Like, are you just kind of sitting around strumming guitar and then the words come out, or like, did you have an idea ahead of time and start there?
Thanks for your question, Ezra. I like I said before about writing an instrumental thing. I kind of think of the elements that go into what I do. So that would be singing, playing guitar, and writing poetry and writing. And so, on a basic level. And so I just try and do those things, like to stay fit, kind of. And I think of that with the writing too. Most of what's in these journals is junk. It's just like, there's a couple good things in there maybe, but mostly it's just like reps, kind of idea. And then the same thing with my voice. Like I try and exercise my voice in that same way, and then guitar too. And so then a convergence sort of happens. And sometimes there'll be a phrase or something that I'll be like, oh, and then, but oftentimes actually what will happen is I'll start just, something will start emerging, and then I'll be like, oh wait, maybe there was a thing in the book there or something, and there's some idea. But yeah, or like a title. Sometimes a title will take it. But yeah, I don't know if that helps.
Yeah.
But, thanks for asking. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead for Ethan. Zach Redler, one more time. Where's your guitar?
I know. You don't want to hear that. Okay. Sorry, I've been going back and let it. This is something instrumental, something different. I don't know. This is a piece that I wrote for Mary Beck at Spring Hill Studio out in Sharon. She's relatively new. I think been out there maybe a year and a half, but she has a gorgeous concert and area, and she puts up a lot of art as well for all of her different concerts. She's a concert pianist. She did a concert with violinist Elizabeth Smalls, and they asked me to write a piece for them. And so thinking about constraints, they didn't tell me time constraints. What they said was not virtuosic, because they didn't have that long to learn it. And if you ever go there, which I hope you do for concerts, it looks out onto the woods. And I don't know what kind of tree they are, but they just kind of if you've been there, I think you were nodding.
I don't remember the tree.
Okay, anyway, there's just tall, thin trees, and they just kind of dance, and it's really lovely to watch because while they're playing music. And so I was that really struck me about the place, so I kind of thought about that, and then I wrote this, and see if that translates. So this is, and hopefully YouTube doesn't play an ad.
Right.
It doesn't look like it's all right.
It's your own music, it shouldn't play an ad.
You'd think. You'd think. I don't see any of those cents, by the way. You y'all get royalty bills from Mascot for 20 cents or 30 cents. Anyway, okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't double check that I'm on. There's that.
Questions, comments?
Yeah.
I like the swaying tree effect, but I think it was mainly brought out in the second section where the violinist was playing 2 and 3 strings together to make chords. The use of open fifths a lot in the broad text of the middle of the piece, I think gave it that airiness a lot. It's interesting that you ended it up with bringing in a strong third for that finale and grounding the piece. Very nice landing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lovely fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm hearing a little influence of Ravel, perhaps, or Debussy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, although, I mean, I love Debussy and Ravel. Poulenc was a very big influence, if y'all know his music. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a rarer thing for me to write instrumentally, so it was or just instrumental. So that was fun.
Do you play violin?
No, I play piano.
Right.
No, I don't play violin. But like you study orchestration, so like there's that. And
Try. You should try.
I should try. I have tried. There's a reason I didn't play violin. No, I know. Yeah. Do you play violin?
No, but there's this like beginning thing, and it's. I used to play other things, but you know what it is when you.
The Twinkle Twinkle?
When you get it in your in your hands, then suddenly it's different.
Okay. Oh yeah, but just by playing different things. Yeah. I did have to, when I orchestrated this last opera, not River, the opera before it, it opens with this like ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. So I did get a guitar and tried teaching just so that I could get a feel for what that all feels like. But yeah, I'm not a guitarist.
Was it inspired in a story?
No. It was real. Honestly, it was like, okay, the trees are flowing. Like that's what my hands ended up doing. And the double stops that just were slowly moving felt like breathing in and out. And so that was, and then, like the slow twists of the harmony around it. And then there is this second kind of graver section that's like, and that felt like a slightly different expanse and grounding for the trees. And it was like, okay, well, piano can have a little, and then like those little like occasional pizzicati. If I were to label anything, it would be like an acorn drop, but it doesn't need to be that. So no, there wasn't necessarily a narrative to it. It was just kind of like, okay, what comes from that? And then once there were the few themes to play with, then it was just playing with those two or three whole motives.
I have a question about Mary Beth.
Oh yeah.
Now, is your place an education center or a music venue or?
I believe it is. I mean, it's her residence, and there is a music venue attached to it.
Okay. Now, does she have concerts there that would be in the paper or?
Yeah, I don't know how she advertises them, but if you Google Mary Beck and Spring Hill Studio.
Is it on Spring Hill Road in Sharon?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how often. I want to say like every couple months she'll do a concert, and she'll always, or at least the ones that I've been to, she'll always be featuring a visual artist as well.
Like here.
Yeah, exactly. Like she turns her, like the hallway that leads to the studio and the entire studio into a gallery. I think sometimes they're pairing things together. Yeah, no, you should check it out.
She has an email list. I can give you her email.
I'll look her up when I get home. Mary Beck, Springhill Studio. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Was that recorded at that concert, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was.
Yeah, that was live.
Performance.
I don't have a lot of like professional. I mean, like most of my stuff, the recordings that exist of most of my stuff are kind of live. Like I was gonna play something from the River Runs Through workshop, which I'm happy to do later if we have time. But like, but it was it's me doing this at the thing. We're gonna make a cast album of it. The Falling and the Rising, this other opera, we do have more of a professional recording that I can play some stuff. But like, it's rarer for me at least so far to go into the studio for this stuff. But
Cool.
But yeah.
Thank you. It was beautiful, and I just the tonality of it was interesting to me. Like it's not something that I'm used to hearing. Like the reverb, and it was beautiful.
Oh.
So I was just curious what
Yeah.
the story about it.
And you wrote the parts for each instrument?
Oh yeah.
So did you start with piano first and then build the instruments off of the piano?
I think I started with piano first, but that's just because it started with piano. Like the actual piece starts with piano. But I think it kind of happened in a similar way. Like I would write both at the same time, but the first pass was more skeletal, especially for the piano. It was a little bit more, I don't know, not as many notes. And then I would go the next pass. I would like know what I'm doing as I'm playing it out. I know what the harmony needs to be fleshed out, and then I would flesh it out some more each pass through. So it's like layers on a painting, I guess.
Do you do the whole piano first and then come back in and do the whole next instrument, or?
No. And when I orchestrate, like for operas and shows, I'll write. Well, for practicality, it'll be the piano vocal first. Like it would just be piano for the whole show, and then once we rewrite, we're at our place. Then I'll go back and orchestrate for like the full orchestra, so that when we make changes, it's not as many changes because then I'm changing, 30 different parts, and that's a pain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a pain. I mean, like it is what it is. But like over the course of a 90-minute show, it's a lot of tweaking.
Let's give a hand to Zach.
Oh, thank you.
You looking for one more? Can I do one more? Sure. Would you all like to hear lightning round real quick? Three more pieces? Yeah, real quick. It'll take 15 minutes. And while he's getting his guitar ready, I encourage you to support these musicians. I know that you guys have stuff on Bandcamp and other places. And where can we find your stuff?
Most of it's on my website, zachredler.com.
Okay. Do you want to say anything more about where your music can be heard?
Yeah, just anywhere where music is streaming online
Okay.
can be found. I didn't bring them, but I do have CDs if anybody wants CDs anymore. But
Yeah, I have a mailing list for the band if you want to add. You can put your name on that if you're. It's a good way to find out about stuff, and yeah, music's everywhere. So.
Go.
Okay, what am I doing? Not totally prepared on this one, but let's.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so this is another song from my EP, and it is called Crescent Moon. just went blank. On the spot. No. Okay. Thank you very much.
Love that melody. Nice. All right. Yeah, this is a song. It's a song. There's another one that I also haven't played for anybody. I'm almost reaching for the tuner, don't worry. Yeah, I pull these animal cards every month. I've been doing it now for about 7 years, or maybe more. And sorry. And when I wrote this song, I remember that I had pulled Crow, and it was a Crow moon for me. I do it every new moon. My whole family does it, and so it's a new moon today, and I didn't pull a card yet. But the last moon I had was a Crow moon, so that's actually how I ended up picking these songs. For all the Crow people out there and all the crows, this is called Stolen Arrow.
Gone through the hearth, smoke and fear and vision. What's that trembling sphere asking you to listen? Mother took the worry, father took the moan. Brother bore a son who wept life into the log. And brothers split it wide and they cried, stolen arrow, what's this? writing worth once. It's worthy once. Oh, dawn through the arc cloaks a queer religion. Why's that trembling steer asking for revision? My father took the worry, mother took the maul. Brother bore a son who wept life into the log. Sisters split it wide and they cry, stolen arrow, what's this writing worth once? It is worthy once. Oh, stolen arrow, what's this writing worth once? It is worthy once. Oh, gone through the hearth, smoke and fear and vision. What's that trembling sphere asking you to listen?
Thanks for listening, really cool.
All right, this will be quick. This is the end of this opera I wrote. I mean, it's a relatively, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but basically we're co-commissioned, a bunch of opera companies and the Army Field Band and Soldiers Chorus. So the DoD commissioned the opera, so that was kind of cool to use some money towards that. And so this is, we did a bunch of interviews. We did a bunch of interviews with a private just out of boot camp to, I think our highest ranking interview was the colonel in charge of Cyber Command at Fort Meade. And so like we did a bunch of interviews at Fort Meade, Fort Myer, the 82nd, the Old Guard, and we made this 5-character story that centered around this female soldier. The opening aria is this video message home to her 13-year-old daughter, and it's this whole thing, and then an IED goes off and she's in a coma, and she does this kind of like Wizard of Oz, like Christmas Carol thing where these other composite characters help her get home to her daughter. She does. Happy ending. That one's on the website. The PBS did that one too, so like if you want to check that out. This is like the end finale, and the coolest thing that has come out of this opera, it's had like 20 or so productions, it's got like 4 more next season, is that at a lot of these opera companies, they formed, the finale was written with the intent of being a place for like a veteran volunteer chorus. And a bunch of, like I think 5 or 6 of these companies still, their vet chorus still runs because of this. And it's been an awesome side product that we didn't necessarily, like we didn't go in thinking that. We just knew that the Army Soldiers Chorus was going to come on stage and it was going to be this. So anyway, we wrote this anthem for the finale of the show. This is basically it. Hopefully this link takes me right to it, because I just had to send this to... Nope, that's the other one. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I read it wrong.
Standing right beside you now, pressed together, the army showed that ought to be.
I want to thank Ezra, Ethan, and Zach for joining us this evening.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you all for coming. We're planning another one of these in May, and I have some people lined up and a few more, one more that I'm still trying to negotiate with, so I won't announce any names yet, but it'll be the third Thursday in May. And I want to thank David Mueller for running sound for us tonight. I want to thank Rory for making a video. I thought I was going to have my iPhone up tonight, but he came tonight and brought all the fancy gear. So thank you, Rory, very much. Appreciate it. And we have a new sound system, and I want to thank Peter for showing us how to work it. So thank you, Peter. So thank you all for coming. If you want to help with chairs, we'd appreciate it. Otherwise, have a nice, safe drive home.